Hey y'all, Skiffy here. I just wanted to let y'all know that over 90% of you are not subscribed, and I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate you all watching my video, and it would be a big help to me if you could subscribe if you like what I put out, if you like what you're seeing, or if not, let me know what I can do to make it better and more watchable for you guys. Alright, thanks a lot, I appreciate it. Y'all are the goats. After my home was attacked, I realized one thing. It was no longer safe for me to stay here. I needed to find a new car, seeing as mine had broken down, and be able to escape the confines of the city and find a new place for me to be able to survive the apocalypse. I started off this day by grabbing some food to eat, seeing how starved I was from the fight before. After eating, I went to go assess the damage around my house, not knowing just how bad the zombies tore it up. Seeing the windows shattered in both rooms made me lose a little bit of hope in the safety of this house. I started to realize I would need to leave and find a newer, safer home where I could survive and thrive. I checked myself. I was hurt all over. I went to the restroom to wash my clothing and redress my wounds. I went out to go and clear the area, hoping the rest of the horde would not show up. After returning to my house, I decided to do some exercise to get my fitness up. After all, that will be my key to survival in this world. After a quick rest, I decided to go to sleep for the day, using the morning of the next day to go out and search for new clothing, seeing the tattered and ripped state of mine. Damn it, a small herd was attracted onto me. I couldn't fight them in my current state, so I ran, trying to get away and make it back safely. Seeing a truck behind me, I hopped the fence to go check it for some fuel, but sadly there was none inside of it. But the next door mail truck, I went to go check that, and luckily I found some gas inside of it. All I needed to do was clear the small group behind me, and I would be able to siphon it. Seeing the small group build up into a much larger problem, I hopped in the truck to check for a key, but sadly could not find one. So I decided to lead the herd in a different direction so I could be able to try and take them on in a better way. Realizing it was pointless to keep fighting, I decided to run back to the truck to try and siphon what little gas I could before they got back there. I ran towards the gate, hoping I could lure some of them out into the nearby woods so I could climb back over the fence and refuel the truck. After hopping back over the fence, I then went to go check this nearby house, hoping I could get some better clothing out of it. At this point, I decided it would be better off to go back to my home, using the next day as the day I could go and grab the truck and leave. Before I was able to rest, I barricaded the windows of the kitchen so I would at least have a safe spot to sleep for the night, and then be able to survive to make it to the next morning. After waking up, I went to the kitchen to grab some food, knowing today would be the day that I left this horrific city. I didn't know where I was gonna go, or how I was gonna get there, but all I knew is that I needed to leave. Once I said my final goodbyes to my first home, I decided to run over to the white pickup I saw earlier to try and hotwire it and leave. Seeing a group of enemies in my way, I knew it would be tough, but I just knew I had to be able to get this. I knew I could survive. After putting gas in the truck and clearing out the one zombie that showed up, I hopped in and tried to hotwire it, successfully giving me a car I could use. I then had an idea. I would use the horn of my truck to attract the herd in the neighborhood and use it to lure them outside. In case I did indeed need to come back, I would have a safe neighborhood to return to. I went down a nearby road, seeing a fire truck. I stopped to try and grab what could be in the back of it, but there was a horde following, and I needed to be quick. The horde only grew larger. I was trying to take them out, but it seemed there was no feasible way for me to do this. So I made the decision to run and hop the fence of the house nearby, and then just grab what I can and leave. After just the tiniest thud on the fence, the truck had broken down. It would seem its appearance made it look nicer than it was. Then again, the truck could just be a Ford. I then ditched the truck and decided to run, trying to find a new car on the way. Seeing a black truck ahead in the parking lot, I decided to go check it. It looked in okay condition, but with the undead on my heels, I ran into the nearby church to evade them and be able to hotwire this truck and leave. On the road again, I tried to drive a little more carefully this time, but I knew this truck would be the one to get me out of Louisville. After driving for some time, I began to start seeing the signs of the military camp ahead, tents and cars both lined up outside. I knew that I could get some good gear if I looted it, so I decided to make a stop at the military camp, not knowing what would be in store for me. After grabbing everything I needed from the camp, I decided to get in my truck and leave, taking the highway back to wherever it would take me. Finally, this was the last gate that would get me out of Louisville. After this, I would finally be out, and I would finally be on my way to safety. Or so I thought. After driving for a bit and seeing the train tracks, I decided to drive along them and follow them, thinking they would be my safest bet. Wanting to turn back to the highway, I didn't see the safety barrier, crashing straight into it and ending my car. Already fatigued and tired, I decided to hop out and walk, my last bet to get out alive. I didn't have high hopes of this. There was a horde of zombies right on my heels, I couldn't run, and there was no safety in sight. After walking what felt like miles, I stumbled upon a campsite with a trailer. It must be a small neighborhood on the outskirts. I ran through the trees hoping to find a safe place. The herd was so close, I could feel their rotting breath on the back of my neck, but every house I would come across was locked. It seemed like there was no way out. It seemed like it was the end. Until I found it. Knowing that the herd would break in any minute, I decided to sneak out the window and try to find another house to be in, only to see that there was a herd right outside this one as well. It seemed like the coast was clear, so I snuck over to the nearby house right ahead, hoping it would be unlocked. Checking the window, I found it to be unlocked, so I snuck my way into the house, but hearing something inside, I wanted to kill it before it would break the window and let more in, to which I did. After closing the curtains and eating what was in the fridge, what felt like a first real meal in days, I decided to take a seat and rest, pondering what would await me the next day. Where would I go? How would I get there? That I did not know. All I knew was that I had to get out. I had to survive.
Paddles of white cover fields, flowing and grieving tears, and all the hearts once new, old and shy.